Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
What up, YouTube? Miss Claudia Jordan, she sat down and had a conversation about relationships. And I just thought it would be fun to kind of dissect this a little bit, man. So we're just gonna jump straight into it, man. I'm curious to hear what she has to say. Where's the experience? Where's the maturity? Let's talk about it.
Claudia Jordan. Okay, so today we're going to deep dive on what it looks like dating over 40. And stick around because we are going to put Miss Claudia Jordan in the hot seat where we have a game called Wine, Dive, and Decline. To kick things off, we'll start here. What are the biggest things you notice like dating now versus when you first started dating?
I feel like when I first started dating back in the 1900s, I feel like love wasn't something that people were embarrassed about. You know, even the music was different than movies. And I often look back like, damn, I wish this generation could experience like the kind of like, I don't know, I guess you guys would call it like, what does they call it when you like kind of you go out bad for someone? I can't even think of the word. Kind of like being simping, sprung, all that, like all those good R&B songs where the brothers was singing and they was like grasping the air and they was in the rain with the white linen.
The one twin.
Yes, but like that's what the vibe felt like back then.
To be fair, all the R&B back then, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it's nostalgic. I enjoyed it. I miss it. Nobody was living like that. Let's put it in perspective. The way that they sung back then, it gave this fictitious, imaginary concept of what it was supposed to look like when men pursued women, right? There wasn't a lot of artists that catered to men specifically. If not majority of the songs were about how men should basically grovel at the feet and beg women for their love and attention and affection and all that shit. You didn't really hear a lot of women singing about catering to the guy like that. You didn't. So what she's referring to, it caused the problems that we have today, to me personally.
You know, like men would pursue you and it felt like you were being courted and it felt like you were special. It didn't feel like, you know, we didn't have all these 50-50 conversations or I'm the prize, you know, and it's just like, it felt like a good reason to get butterflies. Now, I just feel like with so much access, maybe I hate to sound cliche and blame social media, but yeah, social media. I mean, humans are on the menu. You can just go find someone in any city you want, and I can reach out to a celebrity that I may have never encountered in real life. You can reach out to whoever. So it makes the person in your face maybe be less special to you. I don't know what it is, but it's just like been the perfect storm of negativity. And I feel like I hate that love seems to be going by the wayside, you know? And I felt like,
honestly, no one wants to think about HIV, but there are things that everyone can do to help prevent it. It starts with getting tested regularly. If you're
like more sparks back then, I'm just not inspired now.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not.
Yes, because back then it was. I remember back then growing up, you used to. It's totally different because like even with the videos, it was like the love video. You sitting on a couch, you talking to your boo, and all. Now it's like.
Well, now people will. I was just talking
clubs and
yes. I was talking to my girl that was doing my hair, and we were talking about this. The song came on, Joe, I Want to Know, and I was deleting that video, and that was 26 years ago. That was 1999, right?
Girl, you look 26 now.
I'm 52.
Oh, period.
Thank you. I don't let no one's dusty son stress me out.
Okay.
So, anyways, even the setup was the woman was, not to say women are more important than men. I don't think that. But in romance, I think it works the old-fashioned way when a man was courting the woman and pursuing her. And it just was a beautiful, I don't know, it was just beautiful.
Notice how she doesn't talk about the things that women would do or highlight what it was that was required for the man to be happy as well within the confines of this construct. At not one point do you hear her talk about that. Why? Because the way that she's describing this whole thing is all about them. Period. It's always about them and what they need and what they want and what they can get out of it. You never hear them pour in or speak about pouring into the guy. Oh, the songs were about begging us. They were about giving us, buying us, taking us here, doing this there. That's all you hear out of her mouth. And then on top of that, and I'm gonna continue on with this, but she is comparing the 90s with this era, right? She's 52. She got me by 10 plus. Remember, back then in the 90s, you had video vixens, you had Playboy, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all have evolved all of that shit from then. You see that multiplied right now. And you miss it because you had options. You had people who weren't as woke, so to speak. People were still out here blinded by the body. They didn't understand that they were getting used, manipulated, taken for granted. That is wanted you. They just wanted your attention and your time. So they ain't really give a shit if they wasn't getting anything out of it. And you missed that. More men today don't give a shit about your physique or your age. They want to know if you're compatible with them. They want to know if you're going to pour back into them. Why would anybody want some one-sided shit? I digress.
And the vibe was just different.
Yeah, back then it wasn't no $20. You give $20. Now you give
back then it's like I'll pay your what baby say baby face. I'll pay your rent, I'll fix your car, buy your clothes, I'll do it as soon as I get home from work.
Now, and he was working.
And he was working.
Fool.
Now you got a dude on your couch eating your food, playing video games. Okay. What are we doing? Go to work.
Yes. Okay, period. What do you wish someone had told you about dating like in your 40s and 50s back then?
You know, you think that when you're ready to settle down, that there's always going to be a lot of supply on the shelves. And it's not. Like at this age, a lot of the good guys are married or taken because they're good guys. And I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine the other day, and I'm like, well, your best bet now is maybe someone that a good man that maybe is coming out of a marriage, getting a divorce. So, you know, I think in our youth, and I would like people to know this when they're younger, we think, oh, there's always going to be an endless supply. I can wait till tomorrow. Don't put off your happiness waiting. You know, if you find that good person, like a lot of times we wait, well, it's not the right time. It's never going to be like the right time. I would say go for it more. I wish I would have told someone told me just go for it. I probably have overlooked a good candidate before.
Probably. No, you did. Then the fact that you're labeling them as candidates says all that needs to be said. For those of you who think, oh, you just clickbaiting it, no. She and other women like her, including Vivica Fox, they have expressed a lot of disdain towards Kevin Samuels and other men who have come out forthcoming with this information, being transparent and as honest as possible about these things. You wanted to have fun when you were younger. You didn't listen to the advice that you got because, ma'am, you absolutely had somebody telling you stop bullshitting around. You ignored it and you wanted to play the field. Most of us did. You did that. And those experiences transformed you into the person you are today, which makes it that much more difficult for you to connect with somebody that you would like to. That's all it is. Of course, now you're saying it. You can't reverse the damage. You are who you are now. And men ain't going for it. Most. And the ones that will, you don't want them. So congratulations.
Or, like maybe,
Why is that though?
Me thinking the timing thing, maybe prioritizing career. I definitely was always like work. I never thought I had enough cushion built up to like relax and take my foot off the gas and start a family.
And then did that just go on and on and on, and then you be 100 years old and you like, it's still working.
Still working. And I think I will say specifically with Black women especially, I feel like we don't really have the luxury to think that we can kind of take time off like that. And I specifically say Black women because like we're usually the backbone of everything, not even just with our families, but with our friend circles. Like it's always something for us to do. We're always taking care of somebody else. I don't have children, but I'm always like feeding a friend or taking care of someone or helping somebody out or doing a favor. And I think that's a cape that we put on ourselves. No one told us to do this. It's just something in us that we do. And if you think about the Black woman in your life, you probably think, she's like a superwoman for everybody else. When does she slow down for herself? I think with Black women specifically, it's harder for us to ever feel like we can just kind of take a break. We have to be like all gas, no brakes. I don't think we have the luxury of feeling like, okay, I can take a breather now and relax. And I think it's really sad. There's all these statistics about 45%, 65% of Black women will never get married, and we're out here taking care of everybody else and not getting taken care of.
So who are you taking care of? That's what I want to know. Chad and Tyrone, the guy who is good in bed, but he's a poor in spirit soul who can't do anything for you in a relationship. Are you talking about him? Or are you talking about your sisterhood? Because you sure as hell don't pour into no good guy. So you let social media and that Hollywood fairy tale lifestyle corrupt your brain, got you thinking that she's going to find the glass slipper and then put it on, and then you can keep your money, and then he can take care of you the rest of your life, and he's going to serenade you every day, and then you don't have to do nothing. That's wild to me, man. I can't stand these little excuses. I can't. Are there the exception? Are there good guys who probably screw over good women? Absolutely. But what is the likelihood that Black women take care of everybody and don't? You're selfish, man. Y'all only think about yourself. And it's worse now because the way that the economy is set up, you have to work, but you don't want to be submissive or be underneath another person's authority because it comes off as slavery. So you're sure as hell not about to do that. Anyway.
And I think it's really sad. I think we self-impose this cape on ourselves to save the world. Look at all the marches. Look at all, I know this is dating, but I got to bring it into like the political space. We're always at the front lines for everybody else. For everybody. Brother gets killed, we're in the front lines. The LGBTQ community, we're in the front lines. are the women that are not even showing that up as our allies. We're in the front lines, Gaza, front line. We're always there for everybody else. And
I've never seen a black woman speaking up for Gaza. I've never seen a black woman speak out about Israel. I barely even see, like, when a black man gets involved in an interracial relationship, y'all don't defend him. You trash him. He shouldn't have been with her. Well, that's not our problem. That's what I hear. I digress.
On top of all the stuff in our personal lives, we out here trying to save the world. When does that leave time to like really feel comfortable? When does that really leave time to like relax and or even just like put yourself first or dating? And I just feel like a lot of women get caught up in saving the world and then they leave little time for themselves.
But that's why I think it's best for because I had to tell my mother this the other day, like she was just like stressing, oh, I'm worried about the kids. Like she got the grandkids and her kids and then some more. Like she's the one they take all of the kids. Like it's like that's just like the thing.
Yeah.
So she just like, oh, I'm worried about the kids and stressing and things like that. I'm like, you gotta worry about yourself because once, when that time when something happened to you was you just out the dry because ain't nobody gonna care. They don't care about that.
And she probably feels like she can't ever take a break because who has her? Who has her? Who has her? And I really push for this. Like, I would love to see more examples of strong Black families where there is two people, whoever the two people are. But I think everybody needs a little support in their lives, a little backup. It's hard to do it all by yourself.
Yeah,
I've been doing it by myself, but I'm constantly exhausted. And I never took the time to like stop and smell the roses. Like,
yeah, and who's to blame for that? Who's to blame for all of these mindsets that say, I don't need a man and I don't need this and I don't need that? Where do those attitudes come from, honestly? Look in the mirror. Stop trying to point the finger at everybody else. They're contributing factors. They're not the end all be all to why you are single and kidless at 52 years old. 52. You really honestly thought that you could just go out here and have indiscriminate sex with all these people in your youth, and then by the time you got older, them same guys that you ain't want to be bothered with, you thought they were going to still be waiting for you when you got older. They were going to be more successful when you got older, that somebody wasn't going to see the value in them. Just you. That's what it seemed like. Y'all think that you're the only one that is going to entertain them when you get bored, but somebody else actually appreciates who the fuck they is, and then they do what they got to do, which is what got them married. You sitting here, oh, I wish I would have did this and I wish I would have did that, and Black women don't get support and don't get help and they don't get this and they don't get that. But come on, man, stop it. Interesting take though. If y'all want to watch the full video, I'll leave it somewhere down below. What do you think about this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it, shall we? Why not?
Welcome aboard the flight. This is pilot Pusha talking. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn you ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky. You better not spill your food. This is getting plain if you get it missed.